All right, everybody, welcome back to your CEVO Season 7 Pro Placement Tournament. Best of 3 game here, Public Air versus Penta Sports. We're on to map number 2, which of course, as you guys can tell, is Inferno. Map number 1 went in favor of Penta after a rocky start there. Now it's time for Public here to try and take this map. Even though Penta will get their side choice, they have to win this to force that map number 3 Mirage.
And I know Penta, like I said, did have some tough times against Titan at the ASUS RG, but they also had a win on Inferno there against Hellraisers. Also recently have been able to beat the powerhouse Envious on this map during the PGL CCS qualification process. So, I mean, it's not as if they're a slouch on this map, but Public picked it. They're trying to smash Enza B here, but so far Penta at least able to keep
Crystal.
it at 3v3. Yeah, he's got great positioning here at the first oranges. Oh, so patient to let him run by, but misses the key shots, but at least prevents the plant.
Oh, and teammate is going to rotate over. That's going to be Searson, is able to make that happen. Now it's going to be Experience down to 27 HP. No HP now. It's all up to Zita in this pistol round. They desperately need this here because Penta's on that easier side here as CTs and Searson closes out. Big 3K, but Crystal, that play was so pivotal from him. Even though he didn't get a frag there, lets all 3 run into the site. Bomb's about to go down, does some damage, and just backs up. Now they're worried about him, and they never got that bomb plant.
Yeah, Searson just did excellent that round. 3 kills on the round, but also Crystal just playing that first orange position very well. Yes, he didn't get any kills, but he was able to prevent that bomb plant, which was big. It allowed his team to make the rotation, and it prevented Public from being able to get the money off of that to prevent them from getting that buy in the 3rd round. So Hero just takes some Tech 9s. And we see them, you know, trying to work up Banana, but you're going to meet Dennis here with that P90. And we've had some exchanges at mid that Penta has been able to win. Searson getting a little bit aggressive here at Crystal, but at least Publicer's been able to get a couple of frags. They've kept it at a 3 versus 3, so this isn't the comfortable round that Penta probably wanted. And oh, Downey taking down Searson. That means that A bomb site's completely open. They just need to bring this bomb back through mid, and they will get a free bomb plant, especially since they have one also cutting off the CT rotator at Arch right now.
Yeah, so it's up to Dennis and Speedy here. Speedy's going to be trying to work that MP9, trying to work back around. He knows Downey's there, does a ton of damage, brings him down to 24. So Zita and Downey both very low into the 20s here. And Speedy's going to run into the bomb site. Lincoln's all over the top of it, though, with the Rec 9 in hand to take him out of the round. So Dennis, with that Pro 90 here, he's going to try and look around a little bit, but
yeah, he's just got to hold on to that. I mean, the thing is that, you know, Penta tried to get aggressive at mid, try to press and try to get some picks on alt, and they did not really win the exchange. They actually got killed there. And then we saw the play there. I believe that was I think it was Downey who was able to press through, get some kills at A, cut off that rotation at Arch, and slow it down quite a lot. And allow that bomb to get planted at A. So, I mean, Penta maybe getting a little bit too pushy there on this round and kind of feeding some frags to Publicer and give him a chance to win, and they took it.
Yeah, but Dennis right there at the end of that, at the bottom of Banana, is able to use that P90 to get himself a frag and secure a silenced M4 for his team going into this. But Public here turned things around. They get a bomb plant, and they get the round win there. So tied up 1-1.
And we see a force buy here. They saved that one gun, and we actually saw Crystal pick up a gun as well, and then 5-7's head armor. So normally what you see when you win first round, lose second is a situation where you have to pretty much double save to be able to get your next round. And so usually it becomes like 3-1. But we see Penta trying to invest actually pretty heavy into this round for losing that last one, and it has gifted them so far. You know, Dennis able to get one pick there, and Searson in the boiler might be able to catch this window aggression, but oh, not paying attention. Lincoln grabs it for free, and it looks like they will start pressing this bomb up A with only NKJ in the area right now at pit, though Dennis has rotated with the M4 but gets caught. So it's all up to NKJ to hold it down from the pit as they attack in the A.
Oh, Speedy from behind, though, with his teammate Crystal. They're going to gain some traction, able to get 2 frags there, make it a 3 versus 2 in favor of Penta, and they might come back from this on this force buyout here. Yeah. As always, going to try and jump up on the truck, and he goes down to NKJ from the pit. 1 player left remaining. It'll be a 2 versus 1. Experience down to 20 HP. Speedy's in this battle also with only 7, and Crystal at 100 HP with the AK in hand.
Yeah, this is going to be tough for Experience here. They held up way too long at mid. That rotation or that flank from Crystal and Speedy up Banana, grabbing 2 kills and slowing down Publicer's execute on A. As, like you said, Experience in the 1 versus 2, he has spotted Crystal at Apartments, but he gets flanked around from Speedy at the library. And so Penta redeemed themselves in a big way after dropping that second round. They recover with a force buy. The gamble pays off, and now it is back on Publicer, who have to, you know, take a partial save here.
Yeah, so round 1 Penta, round 2 Public here, round 3 Penta. So back and forth like this. No one's economy is styling, as you can see. It's pretty hurt, and it looks like Public here is going to take a page out of the Penta book, and they're going to go out for a buyout of their own and try and steal this momentum back.
Yeah, I mean, Penta, like I said, making a huge recovery there. I mean, dropping that second round usually spells death. It usually means the double save and a 3-1 lead to your opponent. But, you know, with that force by the gamble, they won it out. You know, so props to them. Though Publicker just kind of got held up way too long at mid, and that flank just caught him. But Publicker here fighting back. They've gotten the first 2 picks on this round. They're already up 5 versus 3, and they're already looking to try to hit into A. So it's going to be really up to Crystal and NKJ to try to hold this thing off as best as they can. But they're going to be coming out of apartments, and Crystal is focused here at mid and boilers, so they might actually just slip in and kind of pinch Crystal, but he did spot one at mid. Patient backs up, but gets caught by Downey.
So NKJ is going to be the last one there defending. He's going to run out from the library, steps out, uses the FAMAS well to get a frag. Lincoln will go for the trade, and Dennis by himself now. It looks like he's just going to go for the save here. That's silenced M4, 2 flashbangs, and head armor. He will hang out in that B-bomb site and commit to this save. And so far, back and forth, back and forth.
What a circus of a first half so far here. No one really wanting to take a save. Everyone trying to force by to get right back in the game. And so far, both teams have been successful at doing so. Now, Penta, you know, their economy is pretty much in shambles at this point. Luckily for Publicker, they've only lost 1 player, so not a lot of rebuys have to take place. So they'll be able to start building up some money here. But Penta really doesn't have much to work with at this point. They do hopefully hold on to this M4. I feel like Publicker don't want to give too much chase here. They don't really have a whole lot of money to rebuy with, so I think they kind of just want to chill themselves. So if Dennis holds on to this M4, will Penta do this again? Will they force buy up again, or will they finally just take a save here and just try to work that one M4?
So weak.
I mean, is Crystal going to buy up again like a FAMAS, and then they upgrade pistols and head armor again, or are they actually going to take the save this time? I think they should take the save, and it looks like they will.
Yeah, it looks like it's basically just going to be actually pretty much a full save here. Nothing bought whatsoever. Oh, no, there it goes. Pistol and head armor. They're going for it.
Yeah, Crystal actually, he was the one with the most money, and there's a P90. Wow.
Yep.
So, yeah, literally no one wants to save. I feel like I'm watching Cloud9 all over again.
So into round number 5, things are tied up. Penta Sports versus Publicare. And let's see if Publicare can string together 2 round wins. That's going to be Dennis who goes down to experience as 3. He got a little aggressive in the apartments. Didn't pay any dividends there. He goes down, but Searson quickly rotating back in that direction. Gets a frag on the hallway. That's a good trade out there, making this a 4-on-4.
Yeah, so Penta trying to make the best out of again another force buy situation, but we do see Publicker gathering up here at Banana, and Crystal shoulder peeking and jiggle peeking with this knife to be really fast. He does spot 1 player, and he will begin to fall back and call for a rotation. In fact, 2 rotate through spawn, so they're going to have 2 here and a 3rd really quick in the area, as Publicker definitely can execute here now on this 4-on-4 at B.
Oh, this Pro 90 from Crystal. Back at the new box right there. Spidey is able to take down Downey. He stays up. Crystal's there with the Pro 90, able to get himself 2. And here comes the collapse. Speedy, excuse me, not Spidey, is able to get 2. Crystal gets 2. And that is a round back in favor of Penta. So back and forth continues here as we hit round 6.
It makes me wish that his real name was like Peter Parker or something like that, right? He can be Spidey if you want him to be. You know, if you believe it in your heart of hearts.
I feel the heart of the cards are telling me it's Spidey.
With great Counter-Strike comes great responsibility.
Exactly. That's the truth. But into round 6 here, so back and forth is going in both directions. Publicare once again onto a force buy, so nobody's trying to get any eco rounds out at all. It's just force buys back and forth, and no one is ever able to complete like a real full good buy here.
No, I mean, no one has any type of economy. Everyone's trying to just force buy their way through, and so far it's actually worked. I mean, every time someone's gambled, I mean, I should take one of these guys to Vegas with me and help me out, because, I mean, these gamble buys are panning out. As Publicare looking like they're going to do it yet again here on another tough economical situation, as they already have a 5-on-3. Oh, Searson just got picked up by Lincoln. He's trying to hide in the smoke and get away, but not going to be able to escape the wrath of these force buys, as Publicare's about to shut it out this time.
I don't think I've seen a game happen like this. We've seen eco rounds that work, but force buy after force buy after force buy for teams working out, it's unbelievably strange how this is actually working for these guys. But I mean, Lincoln with 2 into the round, Zeta with 1, Experience with 1 also. That's going to leave Speedy by himself here over at that B-bomb site. Now they're going to try and hunt a little bit here. They've spread out wide. It's going to be a 1 versus 5 as Speedy will want to save this rifle.
Yeah, like I said, this is just a weird game of Counter-Strike. Like I said, is everyone force buying back and forth? It's like literally watching a tennis match, striking the ball across the net and no one being able to actually hold on to it. So, you know, Publicare taking this is going to be tied up 3-3. Once again, Speedy. You say now you got me saying it. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that. As he's going to hold on to this M4, and will they force buy again? You know, that is the question. as we are going to see their money blip up here in a sec. Yeah, Crystal has
if they
no
force
money.
buy with 1,600, they're force buying this round. There's no way that they're not going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, Searson has money. Speedy has money. I second guess myself every time now. You've ruined me. You've ruined me. But yes, they do go ahead and get the buy. In fact, Searson brings out the op. So.
Yeah, that's not a bad. That's probably the best buy they've actually had so far, even though it was still a force. That was actually probably the best money that they've had going into a round, even though it was a force buy. I mean, if they're force buying on rounds where they have 1,600 and 1,800, as soon as a few of them have over 34, they're going.
And that panned out. Searson with that op buy, even though the money was tight, comes up big with the opening pick. Publicker still trying to gather up here at mid. Nade does a little bit of damage here, but they are getting held off. But Crystal spans through the smoke, finds a kill as well. So once again, the team with the struggling economy that has to kind of force something out is once again getting the upper hand early in the round. Oh, this is awkward. Oh, they're right next to each other. Oh, hi there, bud. Well, how's it going, man? Gets the bomb down, and now it's a 4 versus 2 for Penta. I don't even. Can you maybe explain?
Oh, NKJ at the end of that with a beautiful shot there. Yeah, they backed right up into each other, and Crystal had to feel like, wow, why am I into the corner so early? I should be a little bit out of it. Turns around, realizes, hey, the bomb carrier's right in my face, gets the frag, and back and forth continues here with, once again, force buys coming from both teams, but looking a little bit more stout on the side of Penta Sports.
Yeah, like I said, this is kind of a crazy game of Counter-Strike right now. Maybe we'll finally start stabilizing a bit if we can see, either Public take a win here, not lose a lot of guns, and kind of get their economy finally going, or if Penta gets the win here, maybe, just maybe, we finally see Public take a save or something like that. But not going to cross my fingers on that one based on what we've seen thus far. As, NKJ getting the opening pick on the Lincoln. Right now, Public is pretty spread out, looking for picks right now. Zita just holding it and looking for B. Meanwhile, Experience had stretched out apartments. He's looking to see if he can't spot someone out, but it seems like they're starting to gather up here at mid and A. And it looks like they might try to work their way up now with that smoke on the arch side.
Yeah, so we're going to have Alway right there.
That's a big gap.
Oh, Searson able to work that perfectly well. Takes down Alway.
Does he not know?
Oh, my goodness. No call there. Downey finally steps up, gets the spray through the smoke, but Speedy on the flank will drop him down. So Experience is going to be the last player left alive here. It's going to be 1v4.
That's so crazy. Searson, you never really expect someone to do that, but as Experience will get the first kill there onto Dennis, so he's trying to make something interesting out of this. There is one more actually flanking him from mid right now. I wonder if he'll actually peek Boiler. Meanwhile, Crystal has posted up aggressive in the apartment. So they pretty much have Experience picked off other than a window fallback. And that's actually what one of the players is looking for right now. So they pretty much know exactly where Experience is. And they will tag him down. But yeah, I mean, you don't expect an op to be holding that close up in that corner like that in the gap through the smoke. But at the same time, surprising that he's able to get 2 kills without the proper call going off. He actually stays alive the whole round. So now it's a double op setup for Penta. And oh my, might we actually see some saving in Counter-Strike? I think we will.
And it looks like they're still going to upgrade some of the pistols here, so it's not going to be a full save. They are they're definitely doing an eco round coming forward, and that's the first time so far we've seen any team string together 2 rounds in a row, and it goes in favor of Penta Sports as a fast execute up. The banana is going to be coming here. Dennis is able to get 2. Speedy gets 2. Both of them drop down, and Crystal will be there on the closeout of the round. So fast round in favor of Penta Sports, making it 6-3.
And that was actually kind of crazy because Dennis got caught kind of in an awkward situation with his USP out. But he's able to still fire off 2 frags and hold off that push for a while. And then, Speedy comes in and gets a couple for himself as well. So a little bit awkward at first how Dennis got caught out like that with just a pistol, but he was able to make it happen anyhow. That's kind of the risk you take sometimes when you get that aggressive with the op on banana, and they're just smashing it so quick. And it looks like they're going to do it again here with rifles, as Dennis will once again put himself in kind of the same trap, but a smoke will be there to deter Publicer. Oh, they're just so gathered up. I wonder what this nade will do. Not anything.
Little deep high there. Yep. So now into round 10. Oh, they're going to try and stack over it. They're going to try and stack over that smoke. Dennis is going to go for the jump here. When this smoke dissipates, though, Speedy and Dennis are in a bad position here. Oh, Alway's only able to get 1. Speedy trades out Alway, and Lincoln is there from the back of Banana to make that frag happen. So all frags so far going in favor of Public here, who's up by 2 players at this moment.
I don't get why Penta went for that. I mean, in the latest patch, they actually nerfed your ability to boost over smokes like that and be able to make plays like that. And they waited way too long to get away after the smoke dissipated. They should have been long gone, you know, a few seconds before that smoke completely cleared. And so that was just a really silly play that didn't make much sense. And it pretty much gave Public Earth some free picks over on that side to get some you know, advantages in personnel. And then they close out the round. So that was just, I think maybe they're just having fun with it, but that's kind of odd to throw around like that.
Yeah, so far into map number 2, we've kept things close here. Map number 1, of course, went to Penta Sports. Public here has to try and win this map to stay alive in this and force that map number 3, which of course will be Mirage. Knife for sides, so it's going to be a tough battle for them to get here, but they're keeping this map close where we thought Penta would run away with this.
Yeah, I mean, Searson getting really aggressive with this op-in apartment, so, you know, Penta keeping this aggression. They've been pretty aggressive all the way through, either at Banana, at mid, or now at the apartment, so always trying to, you know, get out there and be pushy, but Experience going to make Searson pay for it that time around with the pick on the AK as they slowly begin to work up the mid. Now, there are still 3 players here at the A side on either side of mid, as well as 1 towards the site. So they do have a pretty good setup here still.
So down 1 player will be Penta Sports. Public here is going to be trying to work their way towards that A-bomb site. They're committing to it now. Only about 52 seconds left into this round. Experience is going to be the player pressed up in the apartments towards that balcony just in case somebody wants to try and peek it, but no one's going to be there. Here comes the smokes and flashes coming out. Crystal and the rest of his team are going to try and counter as best they can, and they're doing it. They're going to collapse on this A-bomb site. Experience will get a frag onto NKJ. Dennis gets one of his own. Crystal's got to shoot up over the top of that smoke, but there's players already in the pit. He goes down to a grenade, so now Dennis finally answers, gets himself a 2K into this, and Speedy pushes right into the bomb site, gets super aggressive, and no plant off of that with just the pistol, so it's just him. 1v2 here. Gotta try and step out. Gets the pistol frag very low onto the last player, and he gets it. Speedy with a huge 3K to win the round for Penta. Score will be 7-4.
I mean, everything was going so well for Publix there at the beginning. I mean, they had that cool smoke that you see sometimes on truck to kind of get out of balcony without being spotted. But then Speedy, you know, just makes it one of those BDPs we talk about sometimes, just pushing through the smoke with the 5-7, stops the bomb planter, and comes up with 2 more. And that has to hurt if you're Publicer to allow something like that to happen in a round where you kind of have full control and you let this one guy bust your play with the 5-7 pushing the smoke. That's just, that's kind of tough to swallow, I think, as it forces Publicer onto a save and it gives Penta, you know, an opportunity to continue to extend their lead. As they're going to smash apartments again with 4 players, including the bomb. With this, here's that same smoke I was talking about to block off that truck.
See if they can make this one work a little bit better for him. What I like about that smoke that you're talking about, you can stand up on the railing and kind of see down in the sight, and it worked out well for him. They're able to pick off 2 using that smoke, and it's getting shut down now, though. Speedy's able to take down Zita. Searson is right there.
Smoke.
Oh, man, they're able to shut it down. NKJ is going to get aggressive, same with his teammate, and they're going to force the last 2 remaining players alive here from Publix here backwards. Experience, last one left, pulls out the pistol, takes down Searson into the boiler room, and they're committing everything they got to this as Experience is able to get another one on the Crystal, but quickly gets taken out by Dennis. He's the only player on his team to get frags that round, and that will make the score 8-4 in favor of Penta Sports, as they have now officially won the half.
Yeah, so I mean, there's just a good counter smoke there from Penta to put it inside the apartment's doorway. So you basically try to take away the advantage that they gain by throwing their own smoke in the truck. And able just to cause a hard choke point for Public to be able to press through. And they just got like a run through the mincer there. And yeah, Penta extending their lead at this point. As we do have full AKs coming out now, though, from Publicers are trying to get up Banana yet again with a lot of players. Speedy is going to be here with the M4. They're trying to press with the smoke, and he makes him pay for it. Gets the kill, does a lot of damage, pulls out the nade. Still holding out, but finally down. He trades it. So at least he's able to kind of, you know, stop the hemorrhaging there, stop the bleeding, and at least get it back to a 4-on-4 early. As Dennis is gonna, is he gonna do the snack splash through? But Downey just waiting for it in the closet, gives him a free frag.
So that's going to make it 4 versus 3 in favor of Public here, who's trying to catch back up here. I mean, Penta, as I just said, they've already won the half. The best Public here can hope for is 7 rounds in this half, and Downey getting 2 frags early into this, that's going to help out a ton. That gives them that 1-man advantage, but they're back so deep right now. I mean, still 50 seconds on the clock, lots of time to move around, and Lincoln's going to try and gain some traction over here towards that A-bomb site, step out on the balcony. When does NKJ see him? Finally sees him, pulls out the FAMAS, gets the spray down frag to even it out at 3-all.
Yeah, but it is actually going to be an attack over here at the B bomb site, and they did actually pull Searson off towards CT spawn, so they're going to have to come up against Dennis, and Dennis needs to come up big here. He needs to at least get a kill and fall back, or at least get the intel and allow Searson to rotate back and assist him here, as he's just going to be sitting back at triple. He will step out, he will find the kill, and that's actually the bomb that went after him, so that delays things quite a lot here as the rotation comes in from Penta.
Ooh, so now it's going to be a 2-on-2. Downy down to 63 HP. Zeta with 16, going against NKJ with 46, and Searson with 48 HP on himself. So it's going to be the battle of low HPs here, and it's going to be a tough retake here, as it's a two-man retake. They're both in good crossfire positions. Zeta's going to be playing from Emo, and then from the new box. Oh, Zeta peeks out a little early there. Doesn't matter. Downy steps out, takes down NKJ. Searson by himself. He knows the last player is in. Emo tries to step across. Not a lot of time left for him to get that off, so he had to force the issue, and he goes down, and Public here finally gets themselves around, and that's going to make the score 8-5.
Yeah, so nice job there from Public here, throwing a bit of a fake over at the A-bomb site, causing Searson to rotate in the CT spawn, forcing Dennis to kind of have to play the site solo in that initial three-man execution where he was, back at triple. And, they chased after him with the bomb carry, and he was able to kind of trade there and get it into that 2 versus 2, but Penta not able to follow through with the retake. Zeta comes up with, a big play from that dark corner with low HP to get that final frag, actually, and it forces Penta into a save while Dennis tries to avoid getting cooked there right on the edge of that fire, as they're going to press, 4 players down Banana, it looks like.
Yeah, they're going for it. Only one player over at the A-bomb site. That's NKJ, who was pushed up quite a bit into the bedroom. That bomb's
isolated by himself at mid. This could be big if they get this.
Oh, they're going to step out. It's down in the pit right there. That could be rough if Lincoln doesn't get these frags. He's able to get one. Still gunfighting here, looking back up, and the CT's actually rotated out of that push down Banana and swung it all the way back to the A-bomb site. And it looks like a terrorist team, Public here, might try and switch it back up, grab the bomb, and work up towards B now that they got that secondary frag. And again, it will pull a rotate back to the B bomb site, leaving only one at A.
I mean, you're just trying to gamble at this point when you're on a save, so I can understand Penta's mentality here. They almost came up big if they could have found out where that bomb was and isolated him, but now Public is able to just press up the Banana here. NKJ trying to rotate, not able to do much, and just Dennis in a 1 versus 5 trying to flank here up Banana, and he'll just look to see if he can't get a gun down for the next round. But Public are doing a great job here. I mean, this is big. Preventing Penta from getting to double-digit rounds on the CT side of Inferno is absolutely huge. To give yourselves a chance, especially when they have to win this map to force the third and not get eliminated from this tournament. So
yeah,
this is good stuff from them.
Yeah, so Dennis, as does Morent, just said there, is going to be hanging out down at the bottom of Banana. T-steps, just waiting to see if anyone's going to push in his direction. And they are kind of hunting here. So I wonder if they're curious if they think Dennis might have a gun he's trying to save. They might overhunt a little bit, overextend here, and he might get away with a free kill and grab a gun. Whereas when he didn't have one in there, boom, he's able to get the rifle and run away.
I don't know why they would think he had one when none of them died to have dropped a gun to him to be able to get. So
they overhunted right there quite a bit.
Yeah, so now they do give him the AK. In reality, they should have just left him alone. I mean, he didn't have anything to save. Didn't even, I mean, maybe he had small armor, but that was it.
So now into the final round of the half, Penta Sports versus Public here. The score is 8-6 at the moment. It could be 9-6 in favor of Penta, or it could end up being 8-7, where Penta still, I mean, they win the half, but Public here makes it as close as possible, and this is not the outcome at the half that we thought we were going to see.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a silly beginning to the first half. Everyone just kind of force buying all the time, but eventually it has kind of stabilized. But Public has been pretty good so far on this T side. They've been able to get the majority of the rounds ever since then, as we were seeing them go for it again. Zeta able to get the pick down the Searson and then kind of equalize things right now, as that bomb still at T-stairs, still a lot of time left on the clock to play around with this. We see Allway and company. See if they can't, spot someone out here at mid and at Boiler and see if they can't find a pick. But, Public are playing pretty passive, not engaging in those apartments anymore as they were in the past. Just, conceding the control. Good bait setup here going on between Crystal and Dennis, as Dennis may peek while Crystal just hides in the corner.
Looks like our terrorist team is going to rotate back in the other direction. Dennis steps out, is able to take down Experience towards the boiler room as he walked out. It's going to leave one man left alive here. That's going to be Speedy.
Oh, he's got that MP9, though.
Oh, yeah, in the bomb site, going over towards second orders first.
MP9 greater than AK-47?
He's at that first orders. That's a good spot for it to be, especially if they come up a little too fast here. They don't really have the greatest angle unless they jump up on water, but he does have a teammate rotating in that direction. That's Dennis. Here they go. Let's see if they jump on the barbecue. They do jump on the barbecue. He's steps out. They get the angle on him, but Dennis is there for the trade outs, able to get 2 of those before he goes down, making this a very manageable 2 versus 1. And Alway completely blind here, getting pushed. Crystal will make it happen, and that is going to be a 9-6 half in favor of Penta Sports.
Yeah, Crystal getting a little overeager there in that 1 versus 1. Could have waited for his teammate, but hey, he won the round, so no harm, no foul. They will win this half 9-6, but probably not quite the half that they wanted to have. You really kind of want to get those 10 or 11 rounds at least on CT side Inferno to really feel confident in what you were able to accomplish in the first half, and they weren't able to do that, only winning 9 rounds. Of course, it was kind of a crazy first half.
Yeah.
I mean, the first 6 or 7 rounds were just teams like getting ecoed by teams force buying with very little economy. I mean, you can look at it there when you look at the scoreboard, how it just goes back and forth up until the 8th round or 7th round when finally Penta streak a couple of rounds together. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting start to the half, but at the end of the day, I think Publicer did about as good as you could hope for, being kind of the underdog and being on T-side Inferno.
Yeah, and I think one of the big things here, coming from last map, Searson dropped a 30 bomb, given his half score wasn't quite that high. I mean, right now held relatively in check, only down to 11 frags. And I mean, when he hit the half on first map, he was the top fragger for his team, and they slowed him down a little bit, which helped out a ton here for Publicer. And if they can do it again and slow him down, stop him from getting up into the high numbers of frags again, that's going to bode really well for them trying to force that map number 3.
And they can just get this pistol here and use that to tie this game up at 9-9. Pending we don't have any crazy force buys for 6 rounds like we did in the first half. That would be great. But at the other hand, if Penta can get up to 12-6, it's gonna be hard for Publicer, I think, to hold off those last rounds. They're gonna have to come up with a pretty brilliant CT side to kind of hold off the favored team, as we do see NKJ just kind of prodding at B by himself, smoking off CT spawn, seeing if he can't cause some numbers to shift or something like that. But the bomb's still back at T stairs, and they're just gonna play this real patient, no real set pistol strat, just kind of spreading out, looking for picks, sniffing out stacks, but they're going to find Downey CZ, and he will take out the first player.
So opening round of second half here, we're going to have 2 frags going in favor of Publicer, who's now your CT-sided team, doing what they need to. NKJ is down, Dennis is down out of the way also, and Penta reeling a little bit, trying to work over down. He's got a good position, able to get 2 of those frags with the CZ. Now it's all up to Speedy. He's going to get pinched on, and he goes down. So Publicer doing that pistol round very well there, trying to bring this within 2.
Yeah, I mean, some great work there from the CZ, especially by Downey, to get those 3 kills like that at the close range. And that's big. I mean, that was kind of the first step to see if they can't close the gap and tie this thing up pretty quickly.
So round 17 is underway here. Gun advantage is going to go for Publicer. And, of course, they got 2 FAMASas and 3 MPs in their hands, so they're going to try and work. But coming from the Penta side of things, it's going to be a pistol buy, pistol armor. So they're going for the buyouts again here, trying to force it and hold on to their lead. Otherwise, Publicer should be able to tie this up unless Penta can come up big into this round. And Lincoln does open it up, takes down Searson, and they're still going to be trying to get that gunfight at Banana. They're stacked up in that direction. One player might try and throw the fake, see if he can get some frags off over at that A bomb site, and let's see if he commits to it now. He's in the apartments at the stairs. He's going to step his way out of boiler room. Speedy's going to be the one trying to get these frags, trying to throw this fake, make some noise, but his teammate's going to rotate off Banana.
Yeah, so we are seeing Penta start gathering up here at the B. There are still 2 players inside the site, and they have that first and second oranges positioning, so that's still kind of tough to attack into. Meanwhile, you do see Speedy starting to see if he can't work up the yard side. Zita is going to be here at the yard. She'll just spot the crack and smartly fall back, not giving them the frag. But this will allow Penta to start wrapping around Moto, but this is all a fake. This is all just trying to pull rotations, but no one's moving at B. They're still holding strong with these 2 players. And so now it seems like Penta just wants to go back to A. They're not hearing any footsteps at B walking away, and so they're just going to try their luck over here. And, Dennis is causing some havoc at Library. He's gotten some picks, but, Downey still has such good positioning. Will they even think about this?
Oh, he does plant in a smart location here, so Crystal can be covered. He's going to not look back up top, though, and get taken down from Downey on the balcony. Now it's going to be a 1 versus 3 in favor of Publicer. Dennis He has a good angle to cover this bomb at, but he's going to immediately worry about the first player coming right towards him. That's experience. He's checking this really well. Goes down anyways, though, so it's going to be one man on the defuse, one man on the cover. They haven't really got onto the bomb yet. Doesn't matter. They have a kit and more than enough time to get this defuse off, and that's Public here going to make this a 9-8 game in favor of Penta. But after that force buy, Penta's economy is going to be wrecked. So this should be a 9-9 game after this round.
Yeah, great job there. I mean, good plant, like you said, good plant to plant it because he knew Dennis was inside the library, so that was the best post-plant, positioning based on that plant. That was a good sync up, but he still didn't realize that there was one apartment. So instead of it being kind of a 2 versus 3, where Dennis has kind of low HP and is going to be counting on that teammate who planned to kind of bail him out of that round, he fell straight away to the balcony player there. So although the plant positioning was good, giving up that frag was really actually big in allowing Publicer to be able to kind of make that retake and get that bomb defused. And so now they are starting to approach Penta. They're possibly about to tie this thing up at 9-all. I don't see why they wouldn't be able to, but there are some Tech 9s out here on Penta, and at close range, obviously still very dangerous against some of these rifles. So we'll see if they can make it happen. It looks like they're just going to explode pretty quick. I mean, they only have 1 smoke and 1 flash. Not a lot to work with, so they're probably just going to, push something fast.
Can they make the commit here? Downey will take down Speedy. That's going to make it a 5 versus 4. Guns in the hands of Public here, not in the hands of Penta. They got some upgraded pistols. Nice touchdown grenade there from Downey to get himself 2. That's a 3K for him as the execute is still coming towards A, and Zita and Alway will close out the round with the final 2 frags, and that evens it out at 9-9, and Public here on CT side is looking good so far.
Yeah, being able to close the gap here and tie this game up at 9-all, definitely big, especially after losing that first map. So heavily after having a huge lead and kind of giving it up and losing that first map. They're able to come back here in the second map, and they had a good T side, able to get those 6 rounds, pretty respectable for a map like this. And after winning the pistol, they've avoided any of the shenanigans we saw in the first half with force buys, and now they have themselves a tie game. So great work here. We do see the first buy coming out.
Aggressive.
It's very, very aggressive. Look at this fire down on T stairs. Penta trying to recover, but so far not able to. I mean, Public staying a man ahead the entire time.
Yeah, Lincoln right there able to get that other frag that he needed to give himself a 2K and make them have that 1-man advantage as Penta is going to be committing over here to the A-bomb site. Downey up on the balcony. He's going to drop down, play it smart here. Dennis is right there with it on. Dennis jumps up, misses the op shot. He's still going to try and fight, picks up an AK, looks over the top. Can he take down Downey? Spraying through the truck. Can't get it off. Now he's going to get flanked from a player wrapping all the way around from the Moto side of things. And that's a 3K for Lincoln. And that is going to get Public here the lead in this map.
Yeah, smart play there for him to get that pick off balcony and then drop down behind the truck and just play for time while his player rotated through Moto in that 2 versus 1 there at the end at that A side. So just good play here for Publicer, throwing something different in. That aggression with that incendiary down onto the T stairs and just kind of collapsing B in mid. I think that caught Penta off guard. They tried it themselves on an eco round and it failed and it blew up in their face, but Public makes it work for them. As they now have forced Penta yet again into just a Tech 9 buy with very little nades, just 2 smokes and 2 flashes to work with. So once again, probably just going to be a quick hit over here at A.
Yep, those flashbangs come out immediately, and it will be a fast split on A. Coming out of the apartments, there's going to be 2 players trying to hit that waterfall. The rest are going to work their way up truck side, actually still kind of hanging out in mid. Lincoln's going to try and force the issue on the Crystal, and Dennis is right there from behind. So finally, they even things out at a 2 versus 2. They pick up some rifles. Crystal in the pit trying to find that rifle that he knows was dropped there. Bomb in a coverable position, though, if you're Public here. Oh, the boost actually works out. That's experience, able to take down Dennis, and Crystal from the pit is into a 1 versus 1 now. As he removes experience, he's going to walk over, try and grab that bomb, and the 1 versus 1 battle will continue.
Yeah, Crystal trying to wrap around here on the boiler is down. He's just going to be playing this Moto. He's just waiting for that bomb to start taking a plant, but Crystal actually could slip through mid and actually run all the way through Banana. Or if he can slip through Arch, he could do the exact same thing. Oh, they're not going to see each other. It's so crazy. Unfortunate there for Downey. He had so much to worry about, and Crystal able to slip all the way around and catch him. And so off a Tech 9 round, a fast explosion at A, they get the better end of the deal in that 1 versus 1, and they win the round. So they tie it right back up. As soon as Public took a lead, it's now gone.
Yeah, so tied it back up. Penta Sports. Now they have a little bit of momentum on their side. They have an economy going finally here, and Public here just trying to hold on and regain that lead by 1 round as we hit round 21. So guns up for both teams here, except for Zita actually rocking the Mag 7 there. So it's going to be interesting where Zita gets put, and the number 9 man's right there in mid, right at that smoke. He avoids those flashbangs, steps out, uses it to get himself a frag onto Searson, and that's an AK in his hands.
Yeah, it's called a snacks flash for a reason. He seems to be the only player that can make that work a lot of the time as the Terrorists just tried to flash over the smoke and run through, but that Max 7 just in a crucial position to counter that and take Searson down, as they will have 4 left as most of them gathered up here at Banana. A smoke is already up, and Experience going to be able to refresh that and kill some more clock right now, you know, forcing them to either push through the smoke or wait. They're going to try to press through the smoke. Experience, though, waiting on the tight corner with the M4, but can't get a kill. There's a gap here, the rotation from Public, but once again, still not able to find frags. That bomb will get in and plant, and they get another one. Insane.
Yeah, but Lincoln's already pressed his way through the construction. Oh, takes a bunch of damage right there, tries to jump on the box. Can't collect the frag, though, and he goes down. So Penta looking like they might string together 2 rounds, and NKJ and Speedy make that happen. 2K for NKJ, 2K for Speedy, and Penta has regained the lead once again, 11-10.
I mean, in that situation, if you're experienced, you've got to get something out of that. They're running through a smoke at you. You're playing a good angle. You've got to at least find 1 frag, something, slow them down, do anything. Then there's a gap on the smoke CT spawn. It's a gap that you should be able to exploit. Public are not able to do that either. And not only that, they're feeding them 1 player at a time. So it was like a 3 versus 4 or something, and the guy just jumped up spools by himself with no support. His 2 players were still way deep CT spawn. You got to meet up and communicate that and retake it as a team. And they just kind of threw that round and kind of gave it to Penta, to be honest.
Oh, Zeta will get peeked out right there by Dennis. He goes down, so that's going to make it a 5 versus 4. And Penta starts the round off in 22 the correct way. Oh, but Awe will answer, removes Dennis with just a pistol in his hands. And I was going to say, Penta should easily be able to grab this against a light buy here from Public here, but frag going in their favor. Possibly a second. No, Crystal will shut that down. Searson also. Now it's all up to Lincoln with a silenced USB in his hands. He's going to be 1 versus 4.
Yeah, he does pick up the 5-7, trying to see if he can't get an exit and maybe make a miracle happen, but not going to happen. Penta does eventually shut that down. You know, they only lost 1 player in the process. Kind of scary at the timing that it took place, but they recover quite well as they spread out across the 8 bomb site. So now Penta, as you know, Public worked really hard to keep this game close and even tie it up at one point, even take a round lead at one point there. Just a couple of rounds ago, or 3 rounds ago, in fact. And Penta just comes right back though and takes the lead here at 12-10. We do have a full buy out of Public, where they have M4s across the board here, and they try to get aggressive on Banana. Experience jumping all the way out, but Dennis meets him with the op. Lincoln trying to trade it back and able to do so. 3-on-3 now.
I'm surprised he lived for that long standing up on top of the car, but it's going to be a 3-on-3 battle, as Dust just said. Rotates going back towards the B-bomb side. Actually, only Zeta's going to rotate that direction. There's 1 player on the lurk in mid for Penta Sports, and Zeta's going to step out. He gets spotted. Dennis is right there, sees his gun, saw his body, calls it. Speedy's able to take it down now. Always going to be on the rotate also. Works his way through the construction towards the garden. Does he commit to this before his teammate gets there? No. Smart play here, but the flank is coming from Crystal, so this play is going to get blown up as soon as Crystal spots Downey.
Yeah, exactly, and he's just playing it so smart, too. He's waiting to see if he can't find someone else. But, Dennis will just take care of it, but still that flank's happening, and they're still not aware of it, I don't think. I don't think Alway realizes that's happening.
He's kind of questioning it now, just in case somebody's coming from behind. Let's see what he's going to do here. He's completely pinched, though. They know where he was. They're looking for him. They don't know where he's exited or if he has yet. Speedy's going to jump out. Makes the jump, actually. Pulls the AK down. Wrangles in that spray. Dennis gets 3. Speedy gets the other 2, and that makes the score 13-10. Penta Sports.
Yeah, and the Public just tries to press Banana there, and they get the equal exchange. But see, the problem with that is Terrace will take equal exchanges all day long, because that means that even though you have 3 up, they're on the other side of the map. So your remaining Terrace just waiting at Banana still, able to come into the B bomb site for free and guarantee themselves a bomb plant and force you to make the retake. In that situation, Public just couldn't get that retake. They were smoked off. Dennis's op was on point. Now we see a push at B with pistols, but Dennis is there once again to hold off with the help of Searson.
And Searson is playing lights out right now, stepping it up, trying to work his way towards that 30 bomb if he's able to. And NKJ is able to get a frag, but Searson goes down to Zeta. And I mean, they're going to be onto a pistol buy here. Now it's all up to Zeta once again. He's going to be 1 versus 4. Very low players to try and get, but right in his face was Speedy with 100 HP. Gets that M4 silenced out and gets the frag onto him, making the score 14-10. And Penta is getting dangerously close to shutting this game down.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and you can see Public are actually having to buy down very, very low right now. I mean, only $100 on 2 of their players. You see Zeta at 0, 200 on Lincoln. So this is pretty much the last full real buy they're going to have to try to prevent Penta from taking this map and knocking them out the tournament and getting that slot, for that Season 7 of CEVO MLG Pro League for that $135,000 worth of prize money and travel support that we will be giving out to the top European North American teams. As like I said, that goal could all but be erased from Publicker here if Penta closed this out.
Yeah, it's going to be tight here. They have to try and win this. They bought out. They're not trying to play for the tie. They want to play for the win. Of course, if they can't win this round, that's match point for Penta. They're going to be onto a full buyout, a force buy with a very bad economy to try and make it happen. But Zita does open it up, takes down Crystal. That's going to bode well for them, giving that one-player advantage. It will be now. It's going to be 4-on-4 as Speedy does answer, takes out Lincoln. And now here comes the commit. 3 players are going to be out into the bomb site. Experience is going to step out from New Box. He gets spotted, though. Speedy will take him down. Zita is there to answer, able to get himself 2 frags,
place there,
making it a 3-on-2 as his teammates will rotate towards the B bomb site.
Yeah, that was big for Zita to get those 2 frags to keep his team in it. We do have Dennis with the op. He's posted up. He's waiting to see if someone's going to peek him CT main. It looks like he might get the peek, but Downey hits the shot. Nice, but Speedy at least finds himself in a 1 versus 3. He gets the first frag, but steps out a little bit too far and gets caught by Downey. So at least for now, Public are able to just win this round and prevent that match point. But Penta, how they've been playing T-side, it's going to be a tall task for Public, I think, to close out these last 4 rounds to win and to get at least to 15.
Yeah, at this point, Penta, their economy is good here. The only person not very stacked out is going to be Searson, but it doesn't matter. The rest of his team has really good money right now. 2 players still after those buys up in the $10,000 ranges. Crystal hasn't bought yet. There it is coming out, and he's still at 13,000 right now. Another player around 8. So even if they lose this round, they're going to be set up for another force buy. And from what we've seen in first half, anyways, they're not afraid to force buy at all.
No, of course not. Neither team was in the first half. I think Publicer's a bit more reserved. They know that they have to be careful here because they're behind as Crystal will find the pick on the experience hit again. So, honestly, this aggression from Publicer at Banana has never really panned out in their favor. It's either been equal exchanges, which favors terrorists, or a disadvantage to themselves, which obviously favors terrorists. So they're just not making that work.
So opening frag will go in favor of Penta Sports, who has that 1-man advantage now. Zit is there trying to even it out, see if he can get a pick onto that number 5 man of Dennis. Does a little bit of damage, takes some himself, but he's going to back up. And Penta looking like they're going to do. Yep, they're going to do.
Will they spot him? I think they actually probably could.
Oh, he misses the shot though.
Lincoln misses it as well.
Oh goodness.
Neutral, no harm, no foul. Opportunity wasted, yes, but Lincoln recovers quite well, yeah. So 4-on-4 now. Crystal is going to press up mid. He's trying to see if he can hold some people there, but Lincoln, he's on point with this op right now.
Yeah, can he get another one? Searson's going to be directly into his face here. He's got 2 terrorists right there. Can't make it happen. Searson from water will get the frag, and Crystal puts his 2 cents in there, makes some noise. That's going to slow down one of the rotates, so it'll make it a 2-on-2 battle. Now it's going to be a 2 versus 1 battle at B, and finally here comes the secondary player, so it will be a 2-on-2 full battle at B. And what I was saying there was just at the B bomb site as that last player was trying to rotate from CT. And so let's see, Crystal and Searson versus Downey and Zid. Oh, Crystal in a great spot, but he might frag his own teammate.
Yeah, that's what the reserve was. He didn't want to kill his own teammate, but he still winds up winning it in the end, getting that 1 versus 1 with the Tech 9 inside pool and gets the 3 kill on the round. And yeah, like I said, Publicer's aggression at Banana is not panning out there. They're not getting efficient trades that they want. And in that situation, Lincoln, he was stuck alone in B with an op, and he really had no choice but to force peaks because his teammates were so far away at A. Crystal did a good job of holding 3 players at A almost the entire time that execution was happening on the other side of the map. And as you can see, we were talking about it, Publicer doesn't have the economy. They pretty much went for it all earlier, and they didn't make it happen. So, Penta, they might have just a walk in the park to put this one away.
Yeah, it's going to be very easy for them here unless Publicer can come up with 2 big frags early on, get those rifles into their hands. They've done very well with pistols so far, but Penta not being as aggressive as normal here, and Publicer actually being pretty aggressive in the apartments. 1 in the boiler room already, 1 pushed up in the halls towards bedroom, 1 player very tight to mid from that arch side, and then the 2 at B being very reserved here. And Searson might get dropped down right there from that deagle spam through the smoke as him and a teammate were both jumping on the cart.
Yeah, and they're trying to press down, but Searson once again catching this aggression at Banana. Now Experience will try to play this tight corner, see if maybe they won't check it. Oh,
goodness.
That flick 1D, but see that bomb is actually coming A, and they have a 4 versus 2 execute taking place over here. So we'll see if Alway and company at the port side can try to hold this off and prevent this, but that wrap coming around middle is going to be dangerous.
Always there trying to fight from underneath the balcony. He goes down to Dennis, who just pulls out the Rec 9 and shuts it down. But Experience did pick up that AK. There's another nice frag with Downey, but he gets traded out. So now it's all up to Experience. He's got the AK in his hands. It's going to be 1v3. This is for all the marbles. Has to get these frags. Gets the first one. He's getting pushed here by Dennis, and he gets the second one.
The BM might,
no. That could be horrible if you're if you're Searson and Speedy doesn't pick this up, but they're going to meet each other right here in the library. Let's see if he can get it. Okay. And Speedy saves the day and makes Searson not feel really bad for calling that GG a little too early right there.
Maybe just a hint early, but it winds up not mattering there. But there you have it. Penta will advance along with LGB to be on that European side of the Season 7 CEVO MLG Pro League for that 135K, so congratulations to them. But we are just going to kind of move pretty quick here. We do have, you know, finals day here for the Season 6 LAN, as we are going to have up first Nylon playing Elevate in the lower bracket finals to have a shot at CLG, who is waiting in the grand finals. And we will be with that very quickly, so please stay tuned as we reset and get prepared to bring you finals day here at the Season 6 CEVO MLG Pro League.